multiplying like rabbits.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today we're playing bunnies with Finneas, Ace Archer. Well, we're actually playing bunnies and tokens. When Finneas attacks, you put a +1/+1 counter on all your other bunnies and tokens. And then, if you have 10 or more power among all your creatures, you draw a card. Finneas is buffing things up. He's getting you more and more power, and he's also really, really cute. Just look at this thing. This is Selesnya at its finest. A tokens and +1/+1 counters, and a little bit of card draw dependent on your creatures. But, because Finneas does not put counters on himself, you need to protect him. So in this deck, we've got a whole bunch of token makers. We've got some rabbits, and of course, we've got ways to protect him, like the Giver of Runes and Mithril Coat. As we make these tokens, we make even more tokens using replacement effects like Queen All-in-All and Mondrak and Doubling Season, which affects not just the tokens you're making, but also Finneas's +1/+1 counters. This is a very aggressive Selesnya deck because you always have Finneas available on turn 2. Lots of nice creatures on turn 1 that you can throw down. Turn 2, if you don't want to play Finneas, there's some other great choices. And then turn 3 is where we start really getting into the power, the card draw, and unloading even more tokens and rabbits, or rabbit tokens in this case. Selesnya is real fun if you like to go wide and hit face, which is exactly what this deck is doing. So let's take Finneas into the queue and start hitting them with the buns. Nicol, Bolas, God, Pharaoh, frequently a crime commander. This hand does have an Esper Sentinel on turn 1, or a Paw Patch Recruit, but almost certainly we're going to start with the Esper Sentinel, because these are typically control decks. Sometimes they're crime, sometimes they're control, sometimes they're both. And, looks like Valky, God of Lies, that's doing some crime, and they'll be able to exile a creature from my hand, either Toby or Paw Patch Recruit. I would personally go for Paw Patch, just because, like, you can do something if you become a copy of this. You can't do anything if you become a copy of Toby. You don't need to be a copy of Toby. That doesn't do anything. Prismatic Vista gets me green, and we play Finneas. A fine little fella, Finneas. Finneas is very cute in this story. He's a little farm boy who's so popular and cool. See if Toby and come into play. Great. And I will attack with Finneas, offering them the trade of, hey, my commander for your 2-drop? Great. Move my commander to the command zone. What's nice about Finneas is you don't have to feel too attached to it. It's a 2-drop. If it gets you something, anything at all, then that's pretty good. Hey, it's crime. It's definitely a crime deck. Okay, cool. No, it's my crime deck. This is one of those cards that I'd say is not played that often outside of particular decks. But whenever I see it, it's like, oh yeah, I probably built that deck. That's my deck, Mr. Krabs. Make some more little tokens. Hello. Am I getting lost or dropping my Emperor? Decadent Dragon, a nice 4/4. Gonna tell that dragon to get lost. Get out of here! A land. Land good. Do it again. I'm just trying to go as wide as possible. Really hoping there isn't a board wipe, but like, if there is, there is. And if it is my version of Nicol Bolas, it has at least 2 board wipes. 3 if you count Spiteful Banditry, which would take out everything but this. Oh, nope, it's just Gaunty doing another crime. So they get to see my command tower and a couple other cards, and they choose one, the rest go to the bottom. Everyone, get in here. We're going to get our 4th token. So all of our tokens have flying. Thank you, Toby. Saying oops. Oops because it's lethal? I think oops because it's lethal. Patriarch's Humiliation is the stolen card here. They knock the beast down from the air. That doesn't kill it. GG, Nicol Bolas. Kona, rescue Beastie. If they can tap Kona and have him tapped at the start of their second main phase, they get to put a permanent into play from hand. Any permanent. I have a way to remove that ability, but no white mana in this hand, so I think I gotta throw this back. And now I have lots of mana. I've got Ocelot Pride. I've got some removal. Having instant speed removal is one of the few ways that you can stop Kona, since on the turn it comes out, they can usually tap it. There's a lot of good abilities that can tap Kona, and we have to be very scared of them. Also, I drew a land, which I don't like. Elspeth, Sun's Champion. If they get to go off, this will kill pretty much everything they have. So I think it's a worthwhile pick. I'll hold this and hope it's fast enough. Unlicensed Hurts, that's a vehicle that could tap Kona. Here, have a pride. Oh, I'm being asked a question. I can't actually answer this. Does Twitch allow a streamer to run their hourly ads at the beginning of a stream? They have to be spread out or they don't turn off pre-rolls, and you can't run an ad more than every 8 minutes. Independent of ad length. Even a 30-second ad, you can't run another one until it's been 8 minutes. But I always start my streams by running the longest possible ad break while I'm, like, making coffee in the other room, so I can reduce the pre-rolls for, I think it's a 40-minute period. Cool hearse. And how do you monitor when it's going to run? On my dashboard, I have something that's called the Ads Manager. And the Ads Manager, as you might be able to guess, manages the ads. I think we gotta hold the Fateful Absence. Is it built into Twitch? Yes, it's part of the built-in Twitch dashboard. That's one Kona thing not happening. It's because of the crying Hedron. If I let that thing stay tapped, you're going to bring out the Galta, the 12/12, and you're going to put all your creatures into play. I've played against enough Konas. Yesterday, when I was recording Brawl Stars, I played against 4 Kona in a row. Okay, there was one game in between them, but it was mostly in a row. Because they're able to exile my graveyard, the Masked Vandal is probably never going to get to do anything. Which is such a shame. I might just play it to be a bunny. Yeah. Hello, you're bunny. I'm at 8 permanents with this. It doesn't matter. Bunny. Bunny. Welcome, bunny. It's a weird looking bunny, but it's still a bunny. Ocelot Pride and its kitten come in. We get another token. Thank you, Ocelot Pride. Yeah, we're at 9 permanents, so we'll start getting the double tokens soon. Valor in chat says that their white-black decks run Authority and Blind Obedience, which make your opponent's creatures come in tapped. Which seems good for Kona, because they're like, wow, I don't even have to tap my own Kona. You did it for me. Thanks, how kind of you. It's all 6 drops and I only have 5 mana next turn. Yeah, and none of you can crew? Cool. Hello. Oh, get him. Ooh, Warren Guard, that's a bunny. Seasoned Warren Guard. Gives me another life off the Guide of Souls. Helps me go even wider next turn. And they are going to be able to do the Kona thing. Could they have done it last turn, too? I think they could have, but they didn't. Because they had 6 mana. They're crewing. Swinging. I am blocking. So, with 1 permanent put into play, what's the worst that could possibly happen? Right? Right? Eldrazi, they're on cast. Portal to Phyrexia, I have tons of tokens to sacrifice. Galta into a bunch of creatures that make other creatures, I think is the best they could get. Tree Shaker Chimera? Tree Shaker Chimera? Okay, wait. I just have lethal here. At most, they can prevent 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I have lethal. I'm still gonna play the Nexus of Becoming first, though, because it's fun. No, I'm not even gonna bother with Elspeth. Because, like, I could kill these. I don't wanna. They could crew and still block. It doesn't change the number of blockers. But this is just a cool card. So we draw a card. No Elspeth. No Elspeth. Nexus of Becoming. What? Hey, those aren't creatures or artifacts. Let's engage in violence. The bunnies all get counters. We draw a card. One wee creature gets blocked. And are they Dobbins dead on board? Sure looks like it. Combat, 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 combat happens. Thank you, Ocelot Pride, for making the tokens this game. You're still a busted card, even at 2 mana. Yes, I did have fun. Arwen, Mortal Queen. This is an indestructible creature that can give up her immortality to protect somebody else for a turn, which I like to think is them getting married. Aww, isn't it nice when Arwen gives lifelink and a +1/+1 counter and indestructible until end of turn to another creature? Oh, especially when she engages in polyamorous relationships and she can do it multiple times. Because that's what's going to happen. Metastatic Evangel says, hey, yeah, you're going to enter the battlefield and you're going to have 2 indestructible counters. Not just 1, 2. Archangeling! Thank you for the 2-month resub. Yeah, this is one of the best, like, turn 2 into turn 3s they could have. And oh boy, did they have it. I will surveil. I like a land. Burrow Guard, and guess I want to swing in, so we'll swing in. Pro white. Go. Yeah, Arwen's gonna have a very strange queer poly relationship with, oh, I don't know, a Phyrexian, and who else is gonna enter? Oh, actually, her like, actual husband, Aragorn. Sure, you know what, that's a lot more normal. They might, activate her right here. to get the life gains starting to fire, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's disgusting. So, counters got put onto Aragorn and everybody else, and yeah, they gained some life. It's fine. Maybe we should just go for Buxton this turn. Or Mondrak into March. That'd be fun. Call batch. Recruit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. Leave the Burrow Guard Mentor up. Got a Spring Bloom. Spring Heartson and Tuco, that's the thing. Buxton makes me feel good. Yeah. No, his soul! Alright, I guess I'll buff the Burrow Guard a couple times. Don't hurt him. No, he's just a sweet little bun. Okay, fine, Finneas gets buffed. My sweet little bunny. Tragedy. These 3 swing in and they gain an obscene amount of life. But I'm not dead yet. Wait, am I? +1, +1. +1, +1. No, we're fine. Right? Totally fine. Here's a Mondrak. Make some Tokies. Attacking with Finneas, full control mode on. In response, while he's still attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which makes 12. And they all get +1/+1 counters. You think you can gain life? I can gain life too. Tossere! They give it the 5-month resub. Ornreef Ooze can put a counter on something. And then, I guess you put one on Aragorn since he shares them with everybody else. Then they can proliferate, and when this attacks in, they'll be putting additional counters on all their creatures with +1/+1 counters. We will have so many soldiers. As long as they have life up, they can make their creatures indestructible. I could get them to use up, like, one of these. That's so not worth it. I'm just gonna block, and block. It could be kind of cute to, like, overblock one of them just to, like, gain 24 life. But no, now we're gonna be little silly honey bunnies. Ooh, this buffs all my buns even more. That's nice. They can make this Ornreef Ooze demi-thick. Thinking about it. Yeah, we do it first. 1, 2, 3, because these are like the things I don't really want to be blocking with. Leave up 2 for the clue. Oh, of course Big Bucks Buxton. And I will tack in with Finneas and my 9 2/2s. Now my life total's higher than theirs. Buxton is going to just get me straight up a random permanent from my deck. Toby Toby! Okay, Toby gives all of these flying next turn. And something that I very importantly did hold up here is Mondrak. Mondrak can sacrifice the blockers and make it so at least 2 of these aren't dealing damage. They're just going for counters. Somebody asked if I have a chance to win. A chance to win? Oh, buddy, I'm winning. Actively so. So I'll block the smallest thing with Mondrak, and we're gonna throw some of these here and some of these here and one of those there. And then I'm going to engage in a little bit of homicide. Wait until they give this lifelink. Looks like they just didn't. Works for me. Guess I could have given protection and prevent a little bit more. Toby, please. Come hither. And give these flying. Actually, we go with whatever gets blocked. Okay. We go to combat. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure. Go for it, sweetie. They block Finneas. They give lifelink. It doesn't matter. We just want to prevent the lifelink. And we'll go protection from white, I guess. I guess. One moment. I think they're calculating if I have lethal. Well, that's 40 plus damage in the air, and then a little bit more on the ground, and this bunny's doing stuff, and that bunny's doing stuff, and by targeting a creature, you've just given me even more! I'll throw this on Mondrak, and on Mondrak. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Wait. Did that get rid of one of the buffs on the bunnies, I think? Negative 19! Oh no, I was off by 1! I should have put a +1/+1 counter onto one of the life flankers. I'm sorry, Arwen, I let you down. GG. Valgavoth, Terror Eater, who's absolutely terrifying for me because their deck is going to be killing my stuff, making me discard, and generally kind of ruining our board. There's a lot of board wipes in Valgavoth, especially ones that give -X, and kill our sweet little bunnies. Do I want to play the Witch Enchanter as a land? I'll start with it in hand just in case I need it. But there's one thing that I like about this, is the turn 1 Esper Sentinel. Against something like this, that's really nice to see. I also have a Mithril Coat, so like maybe Indestructible Finneas. Oh. We draw. What do you hit? Queen All in All with no token makers in hand. I don't even have double white unless I use this, but alright, cool. Here's Finneas. Good news, we draw a card. Bad news, Rippy Peppy is Finneas? Okay, Rippy Peppy's Finneas. Mithril Coat wouldn't have even stopped that because it's -X. I want bunnies. Paw Patch Recruit if they target us with any more spells or abilities. I can put counters onto something that wasn't targeted, so like I might be able to grow the Esper Sentinel. A bauble? You pay the 1? They got a ramp. They have a 9-mana commander. They do not pay the 1. They want to crack that bauble. And a Jet Medallion to discount their black spells. Now they have an 8-mana commander. Ooh, ah. I really want to, like, use my commander, so I'm gonna do this. Finneas! Don't hurt them. Oh, that doesn't hurt them. What do you take out of my hand? Mithril Coat, Doubling Season, Innocence, Fateful Absence. Alright, Doubling Seasons. That would be getting us potentially double the +1/+1 counters. Also double the tokens when we start making more tokens. No! Alright, well, whatever. I'm gonna have the world's thickest Esper Sentinel. You can't pay the 3. I draw a card. Thankfully, this deck does not need Finneas to function. It would be real nice to have Finneas, but I don't need him. Out of the way, grief. We're making bunnies. Get hopping. Oh, hello, Professor Onyx. Do you pay the 3? You gonna make me sacrifice the thing with the highest power? No? Okay.
Come on, there's gotta be something.
Looking at all of my stuff. I kind of like just holding up to Fairy's Protection. Like, swing in to Fairy's Protection. 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't give me a way through Valgavoth. Can they get Valgavoth out next turn? Possibly, especially with like a Dark Ritual. I apologize, I have to do math at you, ma'am. Gonna take out your Doug Dimma discount and attack face. Yeah, I didn't have a way to get 1 more damage. Or I would have just done that. Oh! They plussed Onyx. Which makes them lose a life. So they die. Good game! Chandra, Dressed to Kill. Gets you mana for your red spells. Can get you also spells in exile that you can cast. And I don't even remember what her ult does. Exiles the top 5 cards of your library. You can cast red spells from among them. Neat. Okay. Cool. Deals damage, too. We've got Springheart and Toko, Skyclave. I've got nothing until turn 2, but, like, turn 2 is usually Finneas anyway. This works. I like Skyclave. It can hit Chandra. They're probably going to be very good at killing individual targets, since there are a lot of things that deal 2 damage. Here's Finneas! Sweet little Finn, the little Fin Flam Bun Bun. Baby. Oh, Roiling Vortex! So, good news is I don't cast things for free. Bad news is I do have some life gain in the deck. I don't think I want to fire off the Skyclave Apparition yet. I'm going to throw a aura onto Finneas, make him a little bit stronger. They take a damage. Now you'd have to bolt him. You can't just shock this bunny. Anax, Hardened in the Forge. Gets more power based on their devotion. I could Skyclave Apparition. That gives me a free swing. Or I could hop to it and just make like a huge bunny army. I'm gonna save that. Next turn, next turn. Anax out of here. Sure. Okay, Chandra. That's a Deep Dwelling, a mono blue blink commander who's probably going to be well supplemented by bounce spells, counter spells, and other things that are good in mono blue. Maybe even stealing. I have a turn 2 commander, so I guess I'll keep this. Maybe I'll play this Caretaker and give something Offspring 1. Like you. You're cute, and I like you. Because you're cute, and I like you. Giving Offspring 1 to Tristani could also be cool, just to get, like, more. Hi, I'm Finneas. Oh! Finneas has no text. Poor Finneas. I'll still make bunnies. By the power of 1/1s! I have a couple ways to get rid of Eaten by Piranhas in the deck. Not like a ton of ways, but I got some. Mana War, gonna bounce my bun token. My bunnies, no! Give the Claim Jumper. Offspring 1. They'll be multiplying like rabbits. I assume you bounce the... Actually, I think you bounce the token here. Yep. I'll grab my Surveil Land. Or Information. Anointed Procession. Okay. Go to combat. Swinging with this. Aha! 2 damage! Thassa can also tap things for 4 mana. I have definitely forgotten about that ability before and then died when it's like, oh, I have no blockers. The bouncer can bounce anything. Goodness. Oh, and Thassa's like a dude now. Cool. Nightclub Bouncer's better than the Mana War here, since it also taxes things. 6 mana Anointed Procession. What kind of garbage is this? Why are they blinking the Mana War? Oh, maybe in case I had removal for it. I don't. I promise. Did I accidentally cut my Shockland when I was tinkering with the deck? I think I may have. I'll work on that. Note to self. Check for the garden. The temple garden. Sometimes I'll accidentally click on a land just when I'm like scrolling too. Oh wait, oh this was Prismatic Vista. It wasn't a regular, okay. This can find fetches, this one can't. This one can find shocks, this one can't. No, I'm just a fool. Stop bouncing my cool guys! I'm getting so boing-loinged. I'm gonna bounce Tristani next. Oh, hey, they have more lands than me now. Cast with Offspring 1. Doesn't actually get me more lands, but it does get another bunny in play, which just makes me happy. Look, this can get this. Bunnies! an impulse draw, which literally impulses. It's not actually an impulse draw. It looks at the top cards, puts one into hand. Impulse draw refers to the exile. I don't know why it's called that, though. Probably in relation to some other spell or ability. I don't remember. Yeah, bounce my Finneas, please. Or attack into him. Please kill my bunny skeleton. Who's getting bounced? Pop Hatch? Alright, I will buff Finneas. Tristani once again. She getting countered? She sure is. I have a Siphoner, allows them to recur their counter spell, so they'll always have a counter up, since they can keep doing that. They can blink that any turn they don't have it. I'm gonna scoot and skedaddle, because we have some ways out, but they're not good. GG, Thassa. The Gitrog monster. A land-loving commander that puts lands into the graveyard so they can draw cards. I have a pretty nice hand here. Combination of good amount of mana, token makers, and some removal. I think I'll start with this. I'm gonna start with the land. This one. Let's pass the turn. Gitrog monster is one of those decks that I play an awful lot of, especially when I'm in the mood for landfall, because it's really fun to get to do lots of land shenanigans with my big frog. Lush Portico. If they had played like a Llanowar Elf, I might have hit it with this. Ooh, Giver of Runes. One Finneas, please. The finest Finneas you got. Chthonian Nightmare. Nothing to reanimate yet, but that's what this is. This is a reanimation spell. I don't have a lot of white sources. I'm gonna pop this down, attack in, get the toy, and then put the counter on the toy. Dark Ritual? What are you using 4 mana for? Ugh. Fuck. This guy. Well, Hawk will be making more lands for them. Hawk also has a very nice feature, though, called he's easy to humiliate. And if you get rid of his ability, he just dies. Forever, he's gone. I'd love to put the Nentuko onto Giver of Runes. But right here, I know what I want. Another bug, and some card draw. Ooh, I ended up getting this. We have 10 power among our creatures. Like, exactly 10, so I got to draw a card there. Yeah, I love humiliating Pawk. And if you're wondering, like, why do that over the battle? Not just because of mana efficiency, but because they have a way to potentially bring it back here. This Chthonian Nightmare, sacrificing tokens, if they have enough energy, can bring back something big like Pawk. Dust Bowl, that's land destruction. Defense of the Heart, that's gonna trigger. Or I think we're just gonna have to do a how bad could it possibly be? Pretty bad. Do I want to go for loyalty or a couple buds? And like hoping to unlock that next turn. I'm gonna go for 2 of loyalty. I don't have lethal on any of these. I guess I could have waited to see what I drew. Because I could have drawn something here. So Defense of the Heart. In my Gitrog monster deck, I usually run things like Massacre Worm. I don't know if they have anything like that. Massacre Worm's not enough to kill here. Something big like a Shuldred? Okay, Ashaya and Scoot Swarm, so they're gonna make tokens of their own. Massacre Girl and Massacre Worm would have worked, yeah, for double Massacre. Charlie the Strike, thank you for the 49-month resub. Yeah, they sure do have blockers. Cool Frog. Gets them even more Scoot triggers. They can also draw a card off this and play an additional land. Hoof and Hornet Queen isn't lethal, though. Unless you have, like, a haste enabler. Because that Hornet Queen's not going anywhere. Trying to decide how big we're going here. I think we have to go Giver of Runes. I think that's the smart choice. Just get something big attack in. And I think we do attack with everything otherwise. So I'm going to start with the attack. Because we have to, like, also not die to their bugs. That's a lot of Scooty Boos. Yep. Yep. And it leaves them with a lethal backswing. If they don't do this, which I think makes it significantly less lethal. A lot of scoots. A lot of scoots and they're swarming. I'm like squinting, like, oh, what's going on here? Don't worry, I'm not giving any of them trample. I don't think my deck knows how to do that. Bugs. 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 UI. Sure. That looks like it's still probably lethal. Go get him, Finneas. Little scoot things. just little scoot things. It's a lot of bugs. It's an adequate number of buggy bugs. Wait, but that's one less attacker. Okay, yes, buzz phone. You... Okay. Let's see, buns. Okay, not dead. Not dead, and potentially lethal for me. Really does depend on what they get here. They didn't trust that I didn't have some sort of trick. Well, there are some little okie dokie convokies out there. The Seiju. Yep, that's bugs, buggity bug, buggity bug. Dust Bolin. We draw a card. Chthonian Nightmare. I guess they could bring back the Scoot Bug. Kill a Scoot, get a Scoot. Shia loves this. If they hadn't overblocked, they would have had lethal. And they may still win this based on just, like, what they got. Alright, so we play as Plains. Great. We could either unlock, or we're gonna go through a slightly different one here. We're gonna go Bridgeworks Battle. I'm gonna make Finneas fight this token. Excellent. I'm gonna give Finneas protection from green. I'm gonna go to combat. I'm going to attack with Finneas. And we're gonna win. The overblocking is what did them in. GG. Ashling Flame Dancer. Ashling has a mono red storm set of abilities. And the second of those abilities is going to be absolutely devastating to us because it deals 2 damage to all of your opponent's creatures. Also them. You know who does not like taking 2 damage? I'll give you a clue. It's the tokens. The tokens, they die. Even if I put some counters on them, they tend to be 1/1s. They're not going to survive this, Ashling. You're going to be stomping all over the place. I'll still do my best. Nice, that turns their damage into -1/-1 counters. Okay, we're good. Ashling also can bank red mana, give you red mana, and every time you're casting an instant or sorcery, she lets you discard and draw, which is super good for storming. Hello, one bunny, please. I'll still attack in here. I don't think they double block, because this is one of their better storm enablers. Oh, a second storm enabler! Wow, that's really great cards to be getting this early. They got a hamburger. I no longer have a good attack. This will get in the trash. This might be my last turn. With these 2 out, it totally could be. Made a Zerd deck. Yo, Zerd's rad. What is this? Blood Moon! Well, I guess I have 1 white mana. It's fine. Rabbit. I will attack with Finneas in order to draw. R.I.P. Finneas. Make myself a dummy thick set of bunnies here. I should have put fewer mountains into my Selesnya deck. Yeah, that would have really helped. If I can get another white source, I can exile Blood Moon. If I get a green source, though, I don't know. I'm like eyeing potentially cloning my Roning Throne over and over. Selvala can also get me more mana and more colors if I manage to get another basic. That's not a basic! If Finneas put a counter on himself, I don't think it would have been that nuts. They'd probably have to get rid of the card draw ability, though. Once their hand is empty, oh gosh, that's gonna deal 4 damage. They have so many of the different cards that make the deck go out right now. This is terrifying. Please, just dud draw. Please, no good cards. See, it's just a land. It's fine. Hello? Skyclave Apparition. I need other colors of mana. I think we go Selvala here. Yeah. Selvala. Get a land, 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 get a land. Young Pyromancer, that's fine! Or white, okay. Yes, good, good. White mana, good. Mondrak. Thousand Moon Smithy. Putting the Spring Heart Nantuko onto Skyclave Apparition. And then I'm gonna put in a stop on my end step. So when they tap all that mana, I exile Ashling. And they lose the floating mana. They can replay Ashling. They can still bank some extra mana here since Fergie and Runaway Steam can. My brain's braining so bad! Help! Remember, if they manage to get the second trigger... dip. They discard and draw, but there's nothing to discard, so they just straight up draw. You pay the 1? Yeah, they pay the 1. Ow. Ow. Oof. There's a land! Gift. Yeah, sure. I don't get to flip this. That's alright. That's not a land. I would have really liked a land. I don't actually have a 2-drop yet. So I'm gonna make 2 bears. Use up that floating mana. Feasting upon these beasts. Go to combat and attack with you, you, and you. Oh yeah, and damage was going to be dealt as -1/-1s. As long as they stack these right, it would have been like 4 damage, then Delta has -1/-1 counters. Yeah, we're in this weird spot where it's like, I actually would love to have gotten the land, and they keep getting lands. But, like, we got there. They got all the enablers and none of the instants and sorceries. Oh, they got one. I got a braid. GG. Ziatora the Incinerator. Ziatora lights up her own creatures, throwing them at whatever you want, and making treasures. You can munch up all those tasty little critters to fling them at your opponent's face. This is one of those, like... It's a sacrifice deck, but it doesn't need to be all about sacrifice. It can also be, like, a high power deck. Think kind of like Gitrog monster. This all could just be, like, Jund stuff. She's strong. I attack with Esper Sentinel. Normally, I'd like to get Finneas out ASAP, but that's an also at Pride. Good card. Also, like, I had one bunny that I'd be buffing. This is something that's repeatably sacrificable. But I don't think I want to burn the Swords to Plowshares on it. Mutavault is Bunny. I'm gonna go for Roaming Throne, though. Because double triggers. Okay, cool. GG. Rowan, Scion of War, deals damage to herself to discount spells. This hand has some really great stuff against a Rowan deck, but it doesn't have the mana. It's got, like, something that's coming in tapped, but I could maybe draw something. I don't think it's worth the risk. I'm gonna mulligan. We've got some instant speed removal that would gain them some life. I've got a turn 1 Scry. That seems good. Gets me green mana. I have a land that's also a bunny. I like that. Pest Infestation. I think it is actually worth holding this, because oftentimes something Rowan is trying to do is pay a lot of life through artifacts. Do I have any creatures in hand? I don't. Finneas, come out to play. This lets me give a white creature in my hand Offspring 1. No! Finneas, my little guy! They're putting more copies of Blot Out into their deck. Okay. They don't need to know I don't have something for it. It's fine. They sure are right. Yeah, Rakdos has lots of removal. But so far, like, their life total is 25, which... don't like that. That's just not right. Discerning Taste. It gains some life. That's Asmora. Totally is. Everybody loves a dash of Crushed Fishy except for the Pixie. Alright, what got put in a graveyard? Phoenix, Necropotence, and I guess they put the Blot Out in hand? Making more copies of Discerning Taste. Oh, that's cute. A Finneas, a fun little bun. Grief. Oh, that's giving me grief. I don't like that they didn't cast it. They be assimilating. Got rid of my swords to plowshares. Grief gets sacrificed. The card they had exiled was Villas. Hey, Rowan! Hi, Rowan! Cool. They got the Phoenix. Phoenix can do the thing. I'm going to attack in with Finneas. It's a bunny. Rowan? Rowan, you already know I have a mithril coat. No draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only have 9 power. She has menace though, so if they do attack in, I can't block there. Well, they're having decisions. So-and-so, you doing math? Yeah, sometimes Rowan's gotta do math. That's fine. They now have a discount of 1 on all of their spells because they paid 1 life. Increasing ambition. That is a very costly tutor. What do you think they're tutoring for? Oh, they are taking their time, making up their mind. Is Wall of Blood in Arena? Nope. Ooh, land. I'm going to put full control mode on here so I can respond to my own trigger. I'm going to attack in with Finneas and 1, 2. X equals 2 is actually X equals 4 because of Anointed Procession. Doubling that. We draw a card. Excellent. The 1 ring does buy them a turn and also give them a nice way to lose some life. Don't attack in with that assimilator. I will block and gain 8. You know it. I'm still going to be attacking with Finneas. Probably, otherwise, just... Use that for you. Holding up to Fairy's protection. I could also go, like, super wide on Pest Infestation. Will he be set up for lethal next turn? Looks like a good solid maybe. Listen, you got protection for a turn. I want protection for a turn, too. I'm not even gonna bother waiting. Fire it off! This gives me time to not hold priority. Oh, by the way, here's like a cool interaction if you're doing things with Rowan. If somebody besages you and you have a shock land in the deck, you can grab that and shock it in, so you can lose even more life. It's the Rowan way! And they leave. Cool. GG, Rowan. Nashi, Illusion, Gadgeteer. Nashi is going to be recurring things from the graveyard, and I'm going to be probably getting a new hand, because this one, while it has some real cool stuff, I feel like we're just gonna get countered and blasted. If I had another white source, I think I would keep it, but I don't. I'll keep this instead. I've got bunnies, sort of a counter spell. Bunnies. Most important thing, bunnies. Number one, bunnies. I'm gonna scry here, see what we find on top of the deck. Patriarch's Humiliation. Not actually what I want. So while they probably do have some like creature-based ramp that can take that out, Nashi has Ward 2, meaning that getting rid of his abilities is a lot harder than I'd like it to be. Please don't wash away my Finneas. He's clean! It's really dangerous to get bunnies wet. They can get really stressed out and have heart attacks. It's not even a joke. Bunnies do have, like, a swim reflex, though, which is really cute. I've seen it, like, in action. It's kind of adorable. If, like, you put a little bunny into water, they'll do, like, a doggy paddle. They get really cold really fast. Yeah, I think it's like they can go into shock. That's why you don't bathe rabbits. Poor sweet little babies. Alright, what are you grabbing? That wash away? It's either wash away or Lorien revealed. Well, I suppose I could go for Finneas again. Look! You couldn't wash them away! No more wet bunnies. Only dry bunnies. Dry in their little burrows. Fondant of Seeing Wings? Okay, it's card draw. Soon they'll be able to recur other things from the graveyard, too. I roll greed. Doubling season. A shock. This gives me twice the counters, and... No! Everything is gone! Nashi. Rabble rousing. Let's rouse this rabble. Queen all in all. Bam, bunnies. Is this a Watership Down deck? It does have the bunnies going to war, but I feel like it's a little less tragic. Not like a lot less tragic, but a little less tragic. Alright, just like a reminder, they do have, I'm pretty sure, Wash Away in hand. So if they have 3 mana up, they can do the thing. Oh, Nashi. And they also now have 4 cards in graveyard, so they're going to get a Mox Jet. Bajumba. And they can start recurring permanents from their graveyard. There aren't any right now, but they'll be able to soon. Speaking of recurring things, Planar Genesis, another Wash Away? What do you need more of? This still double triggers. Yep. What, is it only single trigger? Oh, I guess I shouldn't have played the land first. I'm trying to decide if I want to blast the Jet Collector here. I think I do. Out of the way. Scoot. They could tap something down with Thassa. They're gonna blink him again anyway. Unless they get something else good to blink. Oh, okay, they're gonna wipe the board. No! Jet Collector! Oh, man. Guess I should have held up the reprieve. Did they leave him in the graveyard? They did, okay. Just Adeline. Wash Away. Okay, Regal Bunicorn. Wash Away? He's just a little guy. Oh, I guess Jet Collector. Yeah, that's fine. An instant with flash. It's regular. I get another Mox Jet because this is a new instance of the Jet Collector. I think they're gonna grab Casualties of War. That's what I would get, because I'm a monster. Remember, it's a Casualties of War with Flash, and they do have enough mana for it. Another Planar Genesis. Yeah, that card's restricted. You can't have 2 of those. Yay! Guide of Souls with Ocelot Pride! I don't think we're gonna last that time. You want to blast? Oh, he's 6. And totally gone. Finneas, go give him your best shot, sweetie. You 6 mana 2/2. It's a good bunny. Just look at him. Just look at him. He's so cute. Oh, he's so dead. Good game, Nashi. We'll swing in, and we will be very, 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 very dead. Like the little squeaky makes squeak. I promise I don't have anything. I don't even think there's anything I could have. Quick cast fog! Oh wait, that's not an arena. Good game, Nashi. Gretchen Titchwillow. I think I've made my opinion of Gretchen very well known. I don't like her. I don't like you, Gretchen. Just counter my spells and put lands into play. Not very nice for a sweet little halfling druid. Holding that mouse like she's going to crush it in the palm of her hand, because that's definitely what she's going to do. Gretchen. Aspera Sentinel. Okay. Finneas. Cute little bunny boy. Weird to see Aspera Sentinel, honestly. You do have mana up. I'm just like considering using the Bridgeworths battle to try and blast Gretchen. I'll swing in with the Finneas. Get a slightly larger beast from Toby. Yeah, get him. Oh, I'm glad you like the videos. We're making one right now. We're making one right now wherein I watch a Gretchen and I give her a dirty look. I don't like her. Adeline. I needed 2 white for this. Well, Gretchen. Okay, Gretchen. Say your name like I swear. Gretchen. That's right, lose life. Well, blue player doesn't resolve? I don't know. Not even sure if I want to know. I might get to draw Finneas next turn. Jace, please don't bounce my beastie. Jace, come on! Stupid furry Jace. They still have 1 mana up. If I want a double spell, I can't use this to beat up on that. Hey, Gretchen? Gretchen? Come here. Gretchen! Come here. I don't like you. There's just some commanders. Just get me. Just get me. A little angry. Just want to talk. Yeah, you and me. My fist your face. Just want to talk, Gretchen! Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Finneas did a whole lot of hopping around in these games, and won an awful lot of them too. This was a really fun, just Selesnya aggro experience, where a lot of players, they don't have early game blockers or interaction or board wipes, they can't catch up with Finneas. And even if they do wipe the board, you can rebuild, sometimes even at instant speed. I found that this deck's balance between rabbits and tokens was pretty fun, and if you want to take it into a purely token standpoint, awesome. It does work, but if you try to take it into all rabbits, well, there's not that many rabbits available, and putting shapeshifters in, it's not that likely to help you outside of like a couple of key ones that just happen to have decent abilities. If you're looking for the deck list, it's in the description below. And if you'd like to suggest a commander, just as this was suggested, please leave a comment. Tell me what kind of commander you'd like to see me brew or revisit, especially with the new cards from Duskmourn and Bloomburrow, Modern Horizons, and I guess very soon, Foundations. I'll be revealing a card, by the way, on my stream, twitch.tv/Amazonian, for Foundations on the 28th, which is the day I get back from Vegas, on a red eye. So, yeah, if you want to see me, very jet-lagged, revealing a Magic card, you should definitely stop by that stream, because I typically reveal cards by, drawing them. Badly. That's a good time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day!